morning, everybody. This is Tanya. Sorry about the light back there. Let me do it this way so maybe won't be blocking. Okay, so today I decided to bring you along as I prep my meals for the week. A couple of videos back, or a few videos back, I actually prepped my breakfast. That's been working out for me great. It makes my life so much easier. And you know, what I was doing was breakfast in a mason jar. So I was doing simple breakfast ideas, like one was egg and the other was oatmeal. So I've been doing those constantly. Made my life so easy. So since that first video, I've been doing that. I love pancakes, as you guys know. And so I was trying to think of a way that I could do that. And I think I came up with the idea. I did a lot of research on YouTube and Google and everything. And I actually think that what I'm about to do will work. So you guys have seen me make waffles using the waffle mix that I get from Sam's. So I'll be utilizing that. And you know, I don't ever do just plain mix. So I actually added in some apple pie filling, which Sandra's made that in the past, and there's a video out there for that, which I will link that in the description if you're interested in it. So I just combined the two, the pie filling and the pancake mix, add the required water, stir it up, and I'm just going to put it in a mason jar. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the 4-ounce line or if I'm going to go to the 6-ounce line. Because see, I know it's going to grow. Okay? So I'm thinking if I go to 6, and by this being a 16-ounce jar, this should be fine. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? So hold on. I'm going to bring you down while I pour, because I made breakfast this morning, and this is the leftover batter I have from that. There's no sense of wasting it. Okay, one moment. Okay, so here's my batter. And like I said, I'm making a mess first of all. Let me find that 6-ounce. Well, let's look and see what 4 ounces look like in here. Because that might be enough. And I'm only doing it in 2 jars, just so you know. My other jars will still have my oatmeal and my eggs. It just leaves a little bit in there. I'll split that up between the two. So it ends up being about 4.5 ounces is what I'm looking at. Guess I could make it to 6. But I think I'll be pushing it. I think I'll be pushing it. So this is going to be my pancake in the jar. And as you know, we make our own syrup. Once I cook that in the microwave, because I will be microwaving this, I'll be putting on some black walnut maple syrup. And I'll link this in the video in the description in case you're interested in how that's made as well. So that's 2 jars down. 4 more jars to go. All right. Okay, so I have my breakfast done. Here's my pancakes. I did oatmeal. and I did eggs. So that's it for breakfast. Now we're going to move on to lunch. And let me bring you up a little bit. And what I decided to do for for lunch, excuse me, is something simple. I'm just making simple sandwiches. Something that I can just grab and eat. So when I was in Kroger, they had the naan bread, which is a sandwich size. And you know how I feel about naan bread, so there's that. Provolone is always my cheese of choice because I love me some provolone. And I just got the Kroger's brand lunch meat because I like Kroger's brand lunch meat. I don't have a problem with it. But you buy whatever kind of lunch meat you like, just like you buy what kind of cheese and what kind of bread you like. But this is what I'll be doing. So I have the turkey pastrami and the oven roasted turkey breast. Now I'll be doing 3 sandwiches because I also, when I went to Sam's, hold on. I got their chicken Caesar salad. So this will be done the other 2 days where I'm not eating a sandwich. And of course on this, I'll be adding some bacon because as you already know, bacon make everything taste better. So I will be adding some bacon with this as well. And depending on the dressing, sometimes I'll do ranch dressing on this, even though it says chicken Caesar, it don't matter. Sometimes I do ranch dressing, or I'll use some kind of vinaigrette. It just depends on my mood. But this is what I'll be eating the other 2 days this week. So my sandwiches, they're going to be simple. Take my naan bread out. They'll all be made the exact same way. Like I said, I'll only be doing 3 of them. See how? You the top and bottom. See that? Work it out. And I take these 3 out for the top or the bottom. Move that to the side. I think I might cut this. Usually I buy my cheese at Sam's, but I hadn't planned on going to Sam's when I went. Otherwise I would have. So I hope I like the Kroger's provolone. We'll see. But I've bought it now, so I will be eating it. And this usually, okay, there we go. It usually has a corner. Y'all excuse how white my hands are. But I keep my hands in a lot of water because I wash my hands a lot. Well, shoot. A lot. I wash my hands a lot. So, they dry out. So, even this morning, I know I've washed my hands at least 10 times. Minimum. Probably been more than that, but I'm saying minimal. Should have had this open for you off camera, shouldn't I? Where's it? Is this the right place? This should be it. This is like watching paint dry, right? Okay, there we go. Ooh, that smells good. And y'all know how I feel about cheese. So, like I said, I'm going to do one sandwich so you can see what I'm doing. Only fancy got theirs separated with bread. I mean with paper so they won't stick. Cool. A slice of provolone on the top and on the bottom. Come out. No such thing as too much meat, just so you know. Can you see? Yeah. A piece of provolone, a piece of provolone bread on top. There you go. So those will be my sandwiches. I'm gonna make the other two just like that and wrap them up. So let's get these done. All right, so here we go. Here are my 3 sandwiches for this week. And I don't usually go ahead and put my condiments on them yet, because it depends on what I want that day. I may put salsa on this, or ranch dressing, or mustard. So it just depends on what my mood is for the day. So that's why I don't ever go ahead and put my condiments on. And again, I explained to you about the salad. So we'll be adding some bacon to that. And then I might change the dressing up depending on how I feel. Or just add some additional dressing to this. Okay? Alright, so that's it for lunch. Now let's start on dinner. So I bought 3 packages of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I will be preparing these 3 ways. The first way I'm doing is, garlic. Let me bring you up. Okay, the first way I'll be doing will be garlic. I had taken this out saying I was going to use this, but I don't think I am. I'm just going to use the garlic powder. And just so you know, I'll be prepping these in these jars. These are the quart size jars, or 32 ounces, because they take up less space in the refrigerator, and you can also put them in the freezer. So, and they take up less space in the freezer. So that's why I'll be doing that. Let me open everything up before I get chicken hands. And I got this meat at Kroger's. Yeah, I got it at Kroger's. Because I think in some areas there might be Publix or Smith's, depending on where you live. Be right back. Alright, so I brought you in closer so you can see what I'm going to do. And there's no way to do this but get your hands in it. But let me go ahead and put my seasoning in. Like I said, I'm going to do Slap Your Mama. Because y'all know that's my seasoning of choice. Garlic powder. I like the taste of garlic. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I am going to use some of this. I am going to use some of this garlic. Hopefully it's open. Yep. I couldn't remember if I had used it before or not. Put a heaping tablespoon of that in there. Let's see. I'll use this girl for that. Put my garlic out the way. And this is cream of mushroom. Before I use cream of celery, so hopefully this will be all right. Because I was thinking I was grabbing cream of chicken, but whatever, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna mix all this up in here together. I think I'm gonna have to use my hands. Like I said, I call this my garlic chicken. But you can call it whatever you want to call it. And I will link the video in the description where I made it before. And I used cream of celery, which like I said, I didn't have any cream of celery on hand. So this is what I'm using. I think I need my phone. I can get it in there, but it's going to be messy. Let me get my phone. Now, it's going to make our life a whole lot easier. Like I said, I just want to make sure all my chicken is coated. Add just a little bit more Slappy Mama. Not much. And so when I get ready to cook this, all I have to do is take it out. Depending on the state it's in. If I stick it in the deep freeze, of course I have to thaw it out. A little bit more forethought on that, but if I just take it straight out the refrigerator, I can either put it in a crock pot or the oven, depending on how much time I have. Usually I try to cook early in the morning so that dinner will be done by the time I get off in the evening. Just don't want to leave that in there. That's flavor. All right. That's my first one. Garlic chicken. One down, two to go. All right, one down, on to the next. Here's my other package of chicken. This time I'm doing ranch chicken. And it's basically, let me get you where you can see, the same thing. Again, this is boneless, skinless. And to this, Slappy Mama. ranch seasoning. You can buy the package, but usually I have to use too many, so I just buy it like this. The Hidden Valley is what I buy, but you buy whatever you like. And again, y'all already know, I use a lot. Have you ever gone to Walmart into the deli or the hot food section? They have some ranch chicken there. So good. And I asked the guy one time, how did they cook it? Let me shake this up a little bit. I asked the guy one time, how did they cook it? Just using Kroger's ranch dressing. You can use anybody you want to. And he said they fry it up, and then they just sprinkle ranch dressing on it. Duh. But it's so good. And I'm trying not to add too much, because I don't have a whole lot of chicken in here. You just want to get it nice and coated. Put the top on, you know, I'm supposed to knock it over, so I'm just going to mix this up. See how simple this is? Super, super simple. You know, I don't like to do anything that's going to complicate my life. That's not who I am. I like for stuff to be easy. My main course, desserts, everything, I like for them to be easy. Because I prefer not to spend my whole life in the kitchen when I don't have to. And I'm sure there are some of you feel the same way I do. And I'm sure there's some of you that love being in the kitchen all the time. And that's cool. That's why we're all individuals and we're all unique. Because all of us don't like the same things. Okay. And I'm going to use my funnel again and move this out of the way. Sit right here where you can see it. Using the funnel. And like I said, this is all dinner for this dinner, lunch, breakfast for this week. Because I know a lot of people prep for a lot of days. That's cool. I used to do that a long time ago. But I found that I don't like eating the same thing as often. So, you know, it's a personal preference. That's all it is. Just personal preference. There's no right or wrong way. Okay? And that's my ranch chicken. 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, last one. So I have my chicken already in the bowl. This time I'm doing lemon pepper chicken. And again, we're starting out with Slap Your Mama. What is that? Oh, okay. And lemon pepper seasoning. Okay. I use a lot of lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is one of my favorite seasonings. And I think I did a video on making lemon pepper chicken. If I did, I will link the video in the description below. This chicken appears to be a little bit frozen. It was in the refrigerator, but it still seems to be a little bit frozen, but it'll be all right. I probably won't have to use that funnel for it. Sandra said sometimes I get a little heavy-handed with the lemon pepper. No such thing. All right, I'll stop there. And sometimes, depending on my mood, I add a little lemon juice. So I'm gonna add a little lemon juice to it today. Eyeball it. If I had to guess, I'd say that was about, I don't know, an eighth or a quarter of a cup. So I don't think I need that. Just switch this around. Try to make sure everything covered. Like I said, this one's a little bit frozen. So there's that. But I think I got, anyway, I'll be putting the rest of this juice in there anyway, so I'm just gonna put them in the jar. And we're not canning, so we're not looking for headspace or any of that. And pour that juice that I have left, pour that on top. Now, sometimes when I'm cooking this, I'll add, like I said, lemon juice, but I'll also add some margarine. So it just depends on my mood. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Now for my family, put this in the screen. Now for my family, this can be 1 or 2 days of meal. Just depends. Depends on who's here and who's eating. And again, we're not canning. I'm reusing some lids that I've previously used in canning. So I'm not using new lids, just so you know. These are not new lids that I'm using. These are lids that I've used before in canning. And you know, once you use them to can something, you can't reuse them. Or let me put it this way, you shouldn't reuse them. People do what they want to do. You shouldn't reuse them. So these are my 3 chicken dinners for this week. That's my garlic chicken, my ranch chicken, and my lemon pepper chicken. And in case these don't make it past 1 day each, of course I have some backups. This is some teriyaki chicken, which I'll link that video in the description in case you want to see how that was canned. Barbecue chicken, and I always take that and make me some sandwiches. And chicken stew. Again, I'll link that video in the description as well. So this is what I'll be having this week. And give me a minute. I'll set it up so you can see my whole week in a glance. All right, be right back. All right, so here's my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dinner options if I have to in a glance. So this is what I'll be eating this week. Now I didn't include my snacks because I usually prep those too. And if that's something you're interested in, I'd be happy to show you what I usually have for snacks. But I'm trying to, like I say, I'm trying to get back to prepping. My week goes a whole lot better when I know what I'm having for each meal, including snacks. That just works better for me. And prepping in jars, for me, is an easy way to save space. Now, you might have a meal that might not fit in a jar. I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But you prep yours in whatever container that works for you and your lifestyle. All right? Because I usually eat my meals out of jars too. So there's it. All right, just wanted to share this with you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and leave a legacy. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.